Hey YouTube, this is Dave. I'm just going to do another update on my Burmese pythons, and I also want to do a video. The name of this video is going to be called Burmese Python Care, and I'm just going to discuss some things about what you need to take care of a Burmese python, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about my female and my male. I'm going to get my female in a second, and just hold on, I'll be right back. Alright guys, this is my female Samantha right here. She's about 2 years old now, 2 years and 3 or 4 months. What, sweetie, how old are they exactly? Like, I got them in 2010 from Albino Burm, and you know, I know a lot of you already know this information, but I'm just going to go through it for people who don't. I got them in 2010 when they were babies. They're about 2 feet when I got them. Before I got them, I did a lot of research about them, and I knew how big they were going to get, and I knew their lifespan, and I knew everything I would have to do, like feedings and stuff like that. Of course, it was different when I finally got them. You know, just like feeding them live and everything, and actually having them from researching them is a big difference. So I just want to say, do your research. For everybody who want one, like I said, I didn't get it when I was at home with my parents. I waited till I got married on my own, where I can take care of them, and I had to leave them behind for my parents to take care of them when I went to college. I just want to talk about some of the things you need. Of course, you need a tank and a closure. I would recommend when you first get them about 40-gallon breeders or whatever you can do. I would say that, because I like them to move around and roam and to decorate their tanks. Of course, they need water dish because they like to drink occasionally. They need a heating pad. I use heating pads for mine for under the tank heating, and I also use lights to heat from above as well. I use aspen wood chips. I'll show you guys what I use. I usually get this big bag right here. I got this from PetSmart. This is good for them. This is the same as the reptile aspen. The reptile aspen is just cut differently, and they charge you a lot more. They charge you a lot more for less. I paid $13 for that huge bag, and it lasts pretty good for my snakes. What else? You guys need a water bottle to spray them, because they like to be misted. They need humidity. I usually cover the top of my tanks with a plastic bag. Half of it, not the whole thing, of course, but just half of it so they can breathe. And you're just going to need a lot of time and dedication to take care of them, to take them out, to give them free time, just to make sure they're really docile. Just hold them, because they show affection in their own way too. So like I said, just give them free time, and they can be handfuls too. Like my female, sometimes she uses the bathroom when she's mad, when she's out of the tank. So I just want to tell you guys about that. They all have their own personalities. Like my male, he can be calm, and I'm going to demonstrate him too. But they grow really fast. Mines are, like I said, they're about 10 feet now, and they eat rabbits, but I feed them jumbo rats still at times, depending. You just got to be ready to take care of them. Don't get them just because they're cool. Like, I did a lot of research. I prayed about it a lot because I knew it was going to be a huge commitment, and I don't like to get an animal and just have to give it up. As you see, if you go back to my earlier videos, you'll see how small they were compared to now, and they're huge now. And like I said, just be ready to take care of them. I would recommend handling them with another person. You know, I like to work out a lot, so I can handle them by myself, but a lot of times my wife and I get them out together, because sometimes they can be really tense and they can squeeze harder than the others, just because, you know, they wouldn't get out if they've been in too long and stuff like that. But they're awesome pets to have, and don't listen to people who say they eat people and things like that. I mean, I don't know how wild Burmese pythons are, or I don't know how Burmese pythons are that people don't take care of, but if you take care of any animal, it'll treat you right too. So, like, don't believe all that stuff, what they say about Burmese, even though you do have to take precautions. But you have to take precautions with any animal. But, yeah, as you guys see, I love mine. And my wife loves them too. And I'm going to demonstrate my female on the ground. She's like stuck on me. I want you guys to see them compared to how they used to be. They used to be really small, now they're much bigger. I want you guys to see. Like I said, this is not for everybody, but for those who want to take on the responsibility to have a snake that can get up to 20 feet, over 200 pounds, then I would recommend the Burmese python, because they're really docile. That's what I've learned. And they're really curious too. They like to get into stuff, so you gotta watch them. Like mine's, they get into a lot of trouble. They climb on things. Sometimes they climb in the trash. They climb on computer dust. You gotta watch them. And my wife and I, we love ours a lot. As I said, this is my female Samantha right here, and she's a good girl. But like I said, sometimes she can be feisty. And they're about 10 feet now, and they eat rabbits and jumbos. See how big they get. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend this if you're not ready for it. If you're not ready to dedicate all 25 to 30 years of their lifespan to them. If you're not ready to dedicate the time, I wouldn't do it. I'm not going to tell you to start off with a ball python and then get a Burmese, because truly, it doesn't matter where you start as long as you're prepared, because you start out with a ball python. I mean, when would you be ready? It's like, it's not a prerequisite, it's not a class. I recommend ball pythons for people who are not into huge snakes like this. But just go for it if you can do it. People told me I wasn't ready. Look, I had these for like a long time now. A lot of people said I couldn't take care of them. All this stuff, they're getting huge. Hey, sweetie, come over here. Start at the tail. Look at it. Just keep looking. See this, guys? like I said, this is not for everybody. Cheers. But in the next segment, I'm gonna showcase my male. I'm gonna show you guys my male Burmese python, so you guys can get a look at him too. So I'll put her up and I'll get guys. This is the second segment of the last segment that I did, talking about my female Samantha and explaining the normal care of Burmese pythons. In this segment, I just wanted to showcase my male Samson. He's a really big guy. I love him. And I just wanted to add a couple things that I didn't in the last segment. I also want to say it's good to have a thermometer and a hydrometer. The thermometer measures the temperature of the tank, and the hydrometer measures the humidity, and it'll be good for you to have both of those. Some of the temperature ranges are from, at nighttime I would say like the low 70s of the tank is good, all the way up to the high 80s for the daytime. That's normally what my tanks are. And like I said, make sure you guys mist them every hour or so for their skin so it can be moisturized. They like it too. It makes them really comfortable. Like I said, and a lot of people were wondering what's the best one to have, males or females. I would say it doesn't matter. A lot of people like the females because they think like they, get so much bigger, and they get a little bigger because of they have to carry the eggs and everything. But I can tell you, my males, he's really big. He's real heavy. He's heavier than my female right now is because he holds on to food more than she does. Like she goes to the bathroom a lot, and her you have to feed frequently. But him, he can hold on to food for a while, but I still feed him the same, and he likes to eat too. It's just that their feeding responses are a little bit different. But he's trying to get down right now. They only like being held briefly, but they're both big. They're both 10 feet, and I love them. And like I said, I love my babies, and I don't plan to breed. If you plan to breed, I don't know much about that, but there's a lot of people on YouTube who can help you guys with that. But yeah, this is my Sammy boy. Say hi to the camera, Sammy. But I'm gonna get out of here, YouTube, and if you guys have any questions, just feel free to email me at any time. I'm here to answer any questions, especially if I didn't cover something in a video. If you have a question about something about the Burm or whatever, just hit me up in my email or on the comments. Well, until next time, YouTube, peace.